Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for October 12th to the 24th. Before we get to the forecast, we're going to talk about Michael. Michael continues to strengthen and is now a Category 3 hurricane. And you can see the eye is very distinct. And if you can look close, I'll try to get closer. That has to load again. But right here, you can see that convection develops and starting to wrap around, starts here to the south and then comes up around, starting to wrap around. So it's still a Cat 3 hurricane and expected to continue to strengthen further. And it's heading for the Florida Gulf Coast states. Now we're going to look at, let me see. We're going to bring up the rainfall amounts. If you could bear with me a minute. Here's the rainfall amounts expected. You can see we have some oranges and red. This is approaches 6 to up to 10 inches of rainfall here. And then I'm going to bring up now the map for flash flood potential. Okay, and you see we have the flash flood potential here. It will be greatest here. That's, I think, 50% chance flash flooding. And then now we're going to look at the storm surge inundation. Now you can see here we have bright oranges or reds. And that is greater than 9 feet above sea level. Whoops. Greater than 9 will be around here. Now, Michael continues to move towards the north, northwest, west-northwest, and expected to make a turn towards the northeast tomorrow or Thursday. And again, we'll look at that satellite image. Again, you can see the convection. You can see here the towering, the overshooting tops of the thunderstorm starting to wrap around the center. That's showing signs of strengthening. Also, you can here see the outer bands, thunderstorms here, and also here off the Florida coast. Okay, now we're going to get to the forecast. We will have the trough that's over here over the Aleutians will push the Eastern Pacific Ridge towards the east. In response, the western trough will slide into the west central states. But we still have a ridge here over the western Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico, and we'll take a look at the models. Go for the 12th, and then we'll go forward to the 16th, and you can see here's the trough that is let me see if I can show this a little bit more. It's building across the Gulf of Mexico. So the East Coast rainfall associated with Michael should taper off by Friday, and then meanwhile we're going to have moisture from Sergio. We're moving into the southwest. Here's the GFS. Oh, now this is European. Here's Sergio right here. This is the surface reflection. And then we'll look at the European. The tracks are similar. And the moisture will stream into the southwest portions of the central and southern plains. And as moisture interacts with a front in the plains, could enhance rainfall amounts. The trough in the west will spread an area of precipitation, which much of it will be in the form of snow. Southeastward along the Gulf, southeastward across the Gulf, that's across the Rockies, from Friday night onward. By the later half of the period, low-level upslope flow south of a strong high pressure system building southward over the Rockies may enhance rainfall across parts of the southern plains. And the recent trends in the models leads to colder temperatures forecast across the west central U.S., which will support temperature of at least 20 degrees below normal from the weekend into early next week. October 15th to 19th. The west central trough continues to slide eastward. The trough's forecast over the Aleutians and ridges over Alaska and the Northwest. You can see it here. You can start seeing it sliding. And we still have our ridge here over the Western Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico. So the model's a good agreement. So for this forecast period, I'm forecasting above normal temperatures here, west of the divide, and for the southeast. And I'm forecasting temperature anomalies of 4 to 6 degrees. And below normal temperatures are forecast here. I think this might be a little bit too high for now. So for now, I'm saying 4 to 6 degrees below normal. It might be the case here across the Rockies. Some areas might even be 18 degrees below normal, but I think general is 4 to 6. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is 35 to 45%. And then I have above normal precipitation forecast for this region here. Probability of occurrence is 45%. October 20th to 21st to the 24th. That is the 20th to the 24th. Here we have our ridge here that continues to build across western Canada and the Northwest. Here's our trough. And we still have our ridge across the Gulf of Mexico and the Western Atlantic. So the model's a good agreement. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures west of the divide mainly. And I'm forecasting anomalies of 6 degrees or more, because some areas might be closer to 12. And then I'm forecasting below normal temperatures from the Rockies to Atlantic coast. And again, this looks about right, but I think it might be a little bit too high here in parts of the Rockies. So forecasting anomalies of 4 to 6 degrees below normal. And for precipitation, below normal precipitation is forecast for much of this region here, and the probability of occurrence is 35 to 45%. That's the long-range weather forecast discussion for October 12th to 24th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.